Hello there, people. This is Mr. Critic, and I'm back. Hey, was just thinking I did that video about Pearl Harbor Revisited, and almost World War III broke out. I was like, shit, I better be quiet. But I guess since we won't start killing each other just yet, I'm back. Now, what are we looking at? We are actually looking at the page. Uh, you know, You can see it here, play classic games, where you can play old games online. Now, I'm not sure that I will be playing this Defender of the Crown for you today, perhaps, because we have also other things to do. But on this site, you can get all sorts of games. Also, Panzer General. Also, as you can see here below, Civilization, Warcraft, Doom. Although, if you want to play a first-person shooter, I think you should really have like an excellent internet connection. Otherwise it's all very slow. And but Warcraft, you can play Warcraft. You can play Panzer General. You can play Defender of the Crown. You can also play. I found this site when I wanted to play again after many years. Is it called Alien Legacy? Yeah, that's it. So this is my gift to you. Not just the Christmas song. Give me a second. Need a drink. Mm, but if you are a fan, if you are like my age or older, or if you just want to revisit some games, it's so funny when you see Warcraft 2 or even Warcraft 1, which was holy shit, and now compare them to the games from the present. Amazing. But what I want to do today first is to answer to your comments. It took me a while, and I'm still not sure how to change this in English. This is like really. But this is my YouTube page where I can see all the comments that I did not reply to. And it's not just because I'm lazy. I am lazy, of course, but it's also because I want to reply to most of them, like this, live. Okay, so the last one that is important, like the earliest one, is okay. God is bullshit, don't you see? I've seen your comment. I gave you, a heart here, but you were commenting, of course, on Panzer General. So, well, yeah, play it, record it. Why not? We can never have too much of Panzer General, I believe. But yeah, this is the one I received from Stefan Johansson. I received Merry Christmas, and I mixed Marcus and Stefan Johansson. Then here, Stefan said, "Me as Scarlett Johansson." Okay, you get a heart and a like. The thing is, I was just joking, that I received Merry Christmas from a Johansson person, and I thought that it is Scarlett. But it was just a joke, so. Okay, so here you got TGC campaign series, lol, Merry Christmas, Mr. K. So also, I give like and heart to all of you. Merry Christmas to you, to my old PG friend Tom Tom. Okay. Ha ha ha. Rachka, you've seen some of these comments. Helmet unsung, of course, again. Okay, but here we go. Got this bullshit, don't you see? Said, what a cracking video, was so funny, forgot to reply. Oh, okay, this we've also seen. Warfare and, okay. Watching it after years again. Oh, I'm not sure if I, okay, yeah, this is probably a new one from Medicus. He had another YouTube name. He changed it, and I actually watch his videos, even though I'm not into strategic gaming any longer. But I'm subscribed to his channel and I watch his videos for a very simple reason. His videos are in German, and since you know uh, I'm forgetting foreign languages a lot. German is actually my fourth language, and you know it's getting so schlecht. So I watch his videos, just to remind me what German sounds like. But if you're into strategic gaming and you also like, German narrator, then watch this guy. Medicus Strategie und Hintergrund. Yeah, I know it's bad. Then now this is the point. Like I said, I mixed up Marcus and Stefan. They're both Johanssons, but didn't mean anything bad about it. Okay, probably far too late to comment on this video, but still, I do not care if stuff works. Let's play or not. I just like to watch gameplay and hear your ideas. Yeah, okay. You're still into Panzer General. And most of the time, I have to admit, my friend, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you give a timestamp for my comment or something, no problem. But otherwise, this was so long ago. And, I'm not getting any younger. Okay, I'm a late fan of yours. Okay, this is a new one. Our play styles in strategy games are very similar, and since I enjoyed watching the videos so much, I started my own LP. Oh, okay. Anyway, the good captain. Oh, actually, okay. You get a like, you get a heart. I will subscribe to your channel, TGC Campaign Series. I would like to do an LP of Allied General, if it is an original version, Perhaps we can find it on this site. Otherwise, it's really not the same. Like Panzer General Forever is so much more difficult compared to the original Panzer General that my strategies, well, wouldn't really work. Some of you that watch this remember that I did a couple of, I think I did at least the scenario of Poland. It's a completely different game, and I'm not into strategic gaming any longer. At least not, to the same degree I was in the past. But yeah, sure. I mean, it's possible. It's possible that I will do an LP of Allied General. Probably the main reason why I didn't do, Panzer Corps was because it was too simplified. But on the other hand, I have a bad feeling that if I do Allied General on, the same engine that was used for Panzer General Forever, it will be, well, I will not say too hard, but there will be, different different rules. No, wrong again. The different difficulty levels. You know, I want to play at least the original first. Then, of course, we can talk about playing against a vast improved AI. But I don't know. But I trust me on this one. I don't want to click. Now on your channel because I'm not sure what will happen. I'm like, I have no idea, how to. I'm having problems even now with this my own YouTube channel, but I will watch your videos. I promise. Okay, so here we are. Nice, some LP and popcorn. Okay, this is my Stefan. I actually, I'm so sorry, my friend. I remember you from the past when you said that you were always very happy when you seen that I published, a video that was like an hour and a half long, because this was um, okay. You also get the heart. I will stop giving hearts. Let's say in a week, okay? But until then, you all get hearts. Uh, I'm like Oprah now. You get a heart. You get a heart. Everybody gets a heart. Uh, yeah, I remember. I remember, and I much appreciate it, Stefan. This is so great, mm, now I smoke cigarillos, so I talk too much, and this is the the same cigarillo I started with, and I just forget to suck on it. Yeah, absolutely. LP and popcorn in the future, sure. Okay, again, my German friend here. Happy New Year! I hope to see some more videos of you this year, like the style. Ah, yeah, I also remember this problem. Now, mein Freund, this time I'm actually using like a professional headset with a microphone. I get the feeling that this will probably be too loud for this video, but I'm doing it, on maximum everything, just because my first video was without the headset and microphone. So I'm learning, but if even now, if even now it will not work, then I just cannot help it. Try cards on Steam. It is free to play and wonderful. WW World War II card game. Okay, sure, maybe. Or try Commander. Ah, a bit strategic command like. Okay, this is interesting. Let's hope a new Let's Play. Yeah, Sugarat. I remember you also. Thank you, my friend. Okay, now JT Dutch. I remember you too, my friend. I truly believe the US government absolutely allowed the attack to happen. Yeah, I have to make something extremely clear. Like I said, Pearl Harbor and what happened on 9/11, I'm just, for Pearl Harbor, I am kind of, in between. Perhaps 50-50. Uh, I think I think there was something behind sending aircraft carriers out and allow the Japanese basically to to level the base of Pearl Harbor. Uh, Now, I've seen some other objections. I will get to them when I read them. But to be honest, the public opinion in USA before the Japan attack on Pearl Harbor was we don't want to get involved in anything. And you may say, well, casualties were too high. Yeah, sure, sure. Very high casualties. But on the other hand, you also have to consider that the person, I'm not even saying that it was FDR, perhaps he wasn't even told, but the person in charge of this, slip, this mistake, perhaps the person or this group of people thought that the casualties will be, far less than they were. So again, but like I said, I have no dog in this fight. I'm just saying that governments, not just U.S. government, all governments are capable of some serious shit, if it serves their purpose. So, okay, now let me read the rest of your comment. Okay, so, okay, so JT Dutch also said that it was the same for 9/11. Yeah, perhaps it was. I'm really not sure. Okay, read more. Yeah, Iraq was. I hope that's weed you're smoking. No, I'm sorry, I'm not. Just cigarillos, just very strong tobacco. Although I have to say that I would love for our country to legalize weed already. I think it's already decriminalized, if that's the word. If you have like, I don't know, 5 grams for personal use, you will not go to jail or anything. But otherwise, I don't think we are already there. Now, I need a little pause. Somebody said to pee. Well, actually, no, this time not to pee, but I need another drink, and I have to stand up and walk around for a little bit. Perhaps in one of the future videos, I will explain the whole situation, but I've been sitting down for too long, so be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, also one more thing, not just for me to walk around, I'm not rich enough, to have a servant to pour my Jägermeister for me. So I have to get up, and do it myself. So that's why you get all the pauses. Okay, so JT Dutch, hey man. Again, thank you for this comment of yours. Like I said, for the first part, I'd bet some. I won't say I wouldn't bet my life, but I would bet some money that Pearl Harbor was avoidable. But for 9/11, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Um, and no, I'm not afraid. Of somebody. Uh, knocking down my doors and killing me. It's not that, but it's possible it could be a fuck up. Uh, the only reason why I mentioned these two things together was because they are somewhat alike. Again, you have, like I said in the previous video, you had 3 targets in both cases, and 2 of them were expendable, 1 wasn't. And in both cases, the one that wasn't got away. That's all I'm saying. There are coincidences in the world, and everything is possible. Okay. My next smoke. Okay, Marcus. By the way, this is funny. When you said much more beautiful than Scarlet. Well, I don't think that even the goddess Aphrodite is more beautiful than Scarlet. But if you are, well, good for you. And like I said before, it was Stefan. Johansson that sent, Merry Christmas to me. One funny thing though, your name, Marcus, or Marcus, if you prefer, um, my my real first name is Marco, which is, a Slavic version, if you wish, of the name Mark in English. You also get Marco in Italian. Sounds pretty much the same, but Marcus is actually, you know, the Northern European version of Marco. And there are some people, my dad also, when we were still talking, but that's another matter, often called me Marcus. So, yeah, you have a beautiful name. I'm not sure if you are more beautiful than Scarlett, but you have a beautiful name. So you get a heart and a like. Okay, against my better judgment. Spoiler alert. Oh, TGC campaign series. Okay, this one I didn't see. So okay, okay. The US had broken the diplomatic code. Mm, no, actually, according to Pierre Klosterman, my friend, the US had broken the naval and you know what's the word I'm looking for? The naval code and the air force code of Japan, but they did, which was the same basically, but they did not break the code of the army. Uh, you know, no, you got naval units, air units, and ground units. So the code was the same for some reason. Don't ask me why. I'm not an expert, but the code was the same for naval and air units for Japan, and army had completely different code. Again, don't ask me why, but this is what Pierre Klosterman says, and again, he could be wrong, of course, and therefore I'm wrong. But in 1951, when he wrote this book, there was no internet, no conspiracy theories. Well, probably, you know, conspiracy theories existed, but not on the same level than today. So he personally, he personally had no reason to write this down if he didn't believe it was true. That's my whole point. Okay, but let me read further. Uh, yeah. Midway. Again, no. Again, please read this book by Pierre Klosterman. It's actually documented then that by the time Midway happened, Americans were absolutely sure what Japanese code was about. Again, read the book. Don't waste my time with this shit, okay? And no, I'm not angry with you or anything, but it's in a book. The Battle of Midway, preparations, everything. The Japanese code was broken totally by then. Okay, so also carriers, Lexington Enterprise, Midway. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about in the second point. Okay. Oh, country, Japan. Oh, oh, maybe you are making some valid point here. But to be honest, Oh, Yamamoto, yeah. To be honest, there were people who thought that aircraft carriers are like the new best, naval vessel there is. And again, I'm not saying that they go out, aircraft carriers without protection. Even today, they still have the shield of destroyers, some subs, it's an aircraft carrier group. Even, the most modern American carrier groups today, it's not just the aircraft carrier, of course, otherwise it is vulnerable. So, uh, yeah, like, look, you don't have to agree with me. And also, like I said, I'm not totally sure I'm not totally sure I'm right about this. You still get a like and a heart because, of your effort. But again, we had so many examples in World War II when, in Southeast Asia, when British battleships that were like top of the line faced like 20, 30 Japanese planes and just lost the fight. It was embarrassing. All the money spent, for all those cannons and everything. Maybe they shot down like 2, 3 Japanese planes, and then, you know, they were sunk. So, sure, I may be wrong. Again, like I said, my hypothesis. But you should, before we continue this discussion, and I would love to continue this discussion with you, my TOC campaign series, and I again pledge my, I will watch your channel, I will subscribe, everything. So, you know, no beef between us, but please read the book before you're writing this, because everything you're saying here, well, it's in Pierre Klosterman's book from 1951. Again, the year is important. 1951, and he, uh, well, he was, an amazing fighter pilot, but also after the war, he was an amazing historian. All the stories came from the archives. You know, he was writing about Luftwaffe, he was writing about Japanese Air Force, he was writing, of course, about British and American Air Force. So read his book. Then we can discuss this further. Okay? Mm. And now my atheist fellow. It is a popular idea that Pearl Harbor was a false flag operation. But risking your whole fleet except the carriers just to switch public opinion? Yeah, again, I agree with you. I agree with you. It was a very risky thing to do, but, my friend, first of all, you cannot predict what will happen. Let me give you again the example of 9/11. And again, I'm really, if I say I'm like 50-50 about Pearl Harbor, I'm like 20-80 about 9/11. Okay? So, uh, you allow something to happen as the head of a government or as a group that controls the country to, no, sorry, a cigarette again. Um, to gain something from it. Like in the case of Pearl Harbor, USA was public opinion in the USA was let's go to war, and because and I would say Adolf, I don't want to get some ban because of the terrible surname of Adolf, and oh, I thought I closed this now. I'm sorry, but if you are able to get into war that you want to get into, and FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, wanted to get into the war, into the Second World War. He was a great ally of Great Britain. He wanted to oppose Adolf and Benito from Italy, and he wasn't allowed to do this because of the public opinion in the US. So what else could he do? You know? So, okay, so here we are. Is it? It is a false flag. Just to switch public opinion, there must be a cheaper way. Well, yeah, of course, there must be a cheaper way, but take his position seriously, my friend. And no, when you say the USA was still neutral at this point, but de facto in the war already. No, no, it was not de facto in the war already. No, not even close. There were plenty of congressmen, important congressmen, influential congressmen who were against US getting into another fight, in Europe. No. Yeah, and say this again, about Middle East wasn't a false flag operation, in your opinion. Actually, to be honest, my atheist fellow and friend, I think also that it wasn't a false flag operation. But again, I was just thinking how similar these two things were. Very similar. So, yeah, we may let us agree to disagree. So you get a like and a heart. And again, my JT Dutch, yeah, old battleships which were obsolete. Yeah. You get the like. I cannot give you a heart because, well, I'll give you a heart because I agree with you totally. Old battleships were obsolete. But otherwise, I will not give a heart, to reply to the comment. Okay. And now? Oh, okay. Now here, MrKritik77 und Hintergründe. All depends on your definition of good guy. Okay, this is still haunting me after all these years. When I say Rommel was a good guy. Well, to be honest, I will have to, stop commenting on this subject, but since this is, yeah, you get a like and a heart. I was only saying, again, and give me a timestamp, my friend, since I'm not sure what are you referring to, but I was always a big fan of General, later Feldmarschall Rommel, because he was first, great military commander, and second, under his command, there were no war crimes committed. And if there were, he would punish them. So that's my point. If you are in like a shitty era, which World War II was like total shit show, and Nazis were terrible in each and every way. And if in that era you could keep at least the part where you were in charge, in check, then you are a good guy. That's all I'm saying. I'm seriously. I'm not. I I hate Nazis and what they did. Well, if for nothing else, they occupied my country. So I have no love for Nazis. My admiration of General Feldmarschall Rommel comes from his person. He was a good man. Now, again, we can continue fighting about this subject, but it's really not something I would like to do. Okay, so here we are. Now we have answered all of the questions. Oh, sorry. So here we are at the game, Defender of the Crown. So, if you ever wish to play a game, what was the year? I think it was, holy shit, 1987. Okay, that's even earlier than I thought. I thought it was like Panzer General or 1 and Warcraft 1 was in 1994. This was even earlier. I was 10 in 1987. Yeah, but it makes sense because I got my first PC when I was 12, I think. Yeah, I was 12, and I was like the most popular kid on the block. PC. Damn. Yeah, the game sucked. No, it didn't. I'm sorry. It sucks today, but back then it was like, holy shit. Anyway, so this is the site. I don't wanna, sorry, I don't wanna play this game today. So Stefan, if you choose, a game that I can actually play, you can have MrKritik, or you can call me Marco, of course. Just, choose a game that I can play as an LP, and I'll do it. Popcorn is excellent. Okay, let me see. Allied General. Does it exist? To be honest, I haven't checked this before. Allied General. Nope. But if we write Panzer General, then we get this game. Do you remember this game? By the way, support these guys. Seriously. So, this game, I don't think I ever played it, but it seems it's like about turn-based game. Oh, I see. So I guess it looks like it's about World War II. Yeah, you see here? What happens if we click play it online? Okay, click here. Press any key to continue. Okay, let's press. And let's make it full screen. Again, press any key. Okay. Whoa! This is a computer game. Beautiful music. So what's this game all about? Oh, so you see some generals? Uh-huh. So this one is German, this one is an American? I'm not sure. I'm totally new at this. So play scenario, load the game, quit. Should we? I'm just enjoying this music. Let us play a scenario. Oof. Now you tell me because I'm not really sure, but all of these scenarios sound something like from World War II, although I'm not sure. Moscow 42? Moscow 43? This is like something you will see in a game, but this really didn't happen, right? Washington? Oh, such a strange game. Let me just check something, uh, you know, uh, I will just choose something at random. Belarusia. Okay. Oh, so the Soviet flag is attacking the Nazi flag. So great. Oh, this is so strange. I mean, the mouse is moving uh, pretty well, but it's like you don't. It's like you need a better connection to actually play this game. I see. Okay. So let us change some settings. What is this? I want to see. Yeah, I see now. I don't like rain. So no more rain. Music. I don't like music. Okay. This is much better. Um, yeah, but now we can finally focus, on the things that I wanted to say to you. Um, since I was missing for about 3 years, and I don't want to say that I'm sorry because I'm not. A lot of things happen. But while we play this game, which I'm not sure how to play it, to be honest, but while we play it, I will tell you a couple of things. First, I was thinking a lot about, you know, um, people who are into Islamic fundamentalism. You know, this was very bad for me since now I'm an atheist and I never wanted. I don't believe, in afterlife or second life or anything, and it's difficult for me to imagine somebody, blowing himself up just because they believe in an afterlife where they will get 72 virgins. This is like, well, at least for me, it's totally unacceptable. But, 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 very important. When I tried to think about it, it was like if you really have a strong belief, um, you know, in your religion that will give you 72 virgins if you die. Okay, if you die after, of course, after you blow yourself up, then it makes sense. But on the other hand, to be honest, there is always a bit of doubt. Such a strange thing happening here. But okay. But there is always a bit of doubt, to be, honest. I'm not saying that there are not people that, would die without any fear. I'm sure there are people that are so convinced in their faith that they would, you know, sacrifice their life because of the other, awards in the afterlife. But, but let's say if you are, an extremist and you're not sure what to do, since even though you are told that you will get 72 virgins in the afterlife, but then you're saying, what if, what if this is bullshit? And it could be bullshit, of course. Um, so my way to solve this whole Islamist extremists problem is to tell them, look, why blow yourself up and other people so you may or you may not get 72 virgins in the afterlife, while you can also become a Catholic priest and you get all the virgins you want in this life, right? So it's a perfect solution. So I'm just waiting, for somebody to spread this wisdom around. Now I could be wrong, of course. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Oh, this is such a strange game, and it's really not going, the way I wanted it to go. Now, there is one good thing about, uh, extremists from Islam. Now, a lot of you people don't know this, but, uh, well, perhaps you have guessed it. I'm single again, you know. my girlfriend left me, and it's highly unlikely that I will get a new girlfriend anytime soon. Just well, I'm getting older. Uh, you know, I'm becoming more and more of an asshole. So the only thing I could do was to, you know, um, was to, sorry, was to buy myself a sex doll, of course. And to be honest, if you want a high quality sex doll, none are better than those produced by, I think they are produced by ISIS. I'm not sure. If you know, they're like, I'm not sure if, the name of the producer is written down on, know what I'm saying, on the doll. But they are very much, natural looking. They are pretty, inexpensive, and probably the most important thing, which works for me very much, since I'm a lazy person, the Islamic fundamentalist sex dolls, they blow themselves up, you know. So they're like freaking amazing. Yeah. So here we are now. I need a little pause. Be right back. Yo, I'm back. So now, just in case my video is not demonetized by now, I have one more joke for you. But before we do this, I want to finish this turn. This is so funny. We're just thinking this was really bad luck. Uh, I'm not sure if it's true, I never played Panzer General before, but didn't seem like something that should happen. So, what do we do now? 04. Oh, let's do it. Uh, but what I wanted to say was, and this is a true story if you believe it, these 3 years that I was, wow! Okay, finally some luck. Uh, Looks like some luck, I'm not sure. These 3 years that I was absent, I was traveling around the world, mostly Europe, to be honest, but I was traveling, and there was one thing that happened to me, well, that was kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Um, I will say it, but, you know, uh, I don't feel good about it. Oh, this is probably somewhere. This is the place where somebody would attack. I won't. Okay. No. I'm a bit rusty, you know what I mean. But I was traveling around the world, um, and I was in Eastern Europe when something terrible happened to me. I was caught masturbating under shower. And this is still such a taboo in our society, to be honest. Because I get it. I get it. Uh, if you go outside, and masturbate where people can see you, and if you really expose yourself, this should be forbidden, to be honest. This is not okay. You shouldn't be able you know, to show yourself, to be shameless. Um, I mean, why should people be forced to watch you? No, you know what I mean. But in my case, I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Okay. Uh, ah, you get a lead. Again, we are Oprah. You get a lead. Everybody gets a lead. Is there a save option in this game? Hope so. No, not end. Let us save. Unused. So here we go. It's Marco. Now you know my name. Marco 001. Okay, and we give the enemy its turn, I think. Okay, let us give the enemy its turn. If it is okay, of course. Yeah, it is okay. Let us watch this and then I will tell you something. All this violence. I'm so shocked. Mm-hmm. Darn. Why can't we all get along? Why are we fighting? So terrible. I'm like crying here. Why? Why are you doing this? Why? So bad. We should sit down and talk. Oh, I'm crying my eyes out, you know. Oh, down. So much distraction. And we could, get together, get a beer, a Jägermeister. This world is crazy. Seriously, it's crazy. Oh, god damn it. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. War? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say again. Yeah, yeah. This is so bad. No, my heart hurts. Why are you doing this? Please stop. What kind of a game this is, it's like it's all about violence. I cannot do it any longer. I'm shooting, at him, he's shooting at me. This just cannot work. Seriously, stop. Let's talk about it. No, no. Oh, this is just terrible. And you, why are you attacking? You will be destroyed now. And you're still attacking. No, no. Oh, god damn it. This is like, something you couldn't believe. No, no, no. This cannot happen. Please. Don't do this. Look, there were a lot of good people on both sides of this fight, and suddenly, I don't know. Okay. Okay, this was just too much for me, so I will have to do it tomorrow. But okay, I promised you, um, the last thing, when I was traveling around Europe, and yeah, yeah, I know I said it, but I will say it again. And I was caught masturbating under showers, under shower, and yeah, 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 very important. Uh, this should not be a taboo. We all masturbate, you know. Now, of course, again, of course, you shouldn't masturbate when where somebody can see you. Especially, you shouldn't masturbate, where there are minors around. But otherwise, it's good to masturbate. You get to know your own body. You make yourself feel good. Everything. So masturbation shouldn't be a taboo. And when I was masturbating under shower, I didn't know that somebody was watching it. I thought I was alone. I thought I was alone. I promise you. And I wasn't. Somebody saw it, and now, for better or worse, long story short, yeah, Wally is, yeah, fuck off. Um, uh, what I wanted to say was, for better or worse, I was seen masturbating under shower, and now I am persona non grata in Auschwitz. So yeah, this is terrible. So anyway, just wanted to say thank you for watching this. All the best from Mr. Critic, and bye.